The Endless Golf Podcast, brought to you by Toyota.
And welcome into the Endless Golf Podcast presented by Toyota. Joining me today from Heritage Shores Golf Club is Brooks Massey. And Brooks, it's great to have you on the podcast. And I know it's a little cool right now. And we're expecting some snow on the Eastern Shore. Kind of an interesting time for golf right now. It looks like it's going to be a few weeks before anybody tees it up on the Eastern Shore. That's for sure.
Yeah, Bobby, thanks for having me. All of our members and guests better enjoy these next couple of days because I think after this weekend we might be out of golf for a few weeks, unfortunately.
Well, Brooks, I always brag that you can play golf year-round in the Ocean City, Maryland area, and you certainly can, except those times when we get some snow and then it stays cold. And that's exactly what it looks like it's going to happen. Not only is it going to snow, because a lot of times when it does snow, we only get a few inches. It looks like we're going to get a lot more than a few inches. And it's going to stay cold for a while, which then obviously doesn't allow that snow to melt, which you can't play golf in the snow. So the good news is the golf courses get a little bit of a rest.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we're very fortunate here. Most of the years we can play year round, which obviously our members and guests love here. Unfortunately, like you said, with this snow event coming, I think the temperatures are going to be so cold that it might shut us down for a little bit with that. But we move forward, and like I said, the good thing for our superintendent, golf course gets a little rest at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Let's talk about Heritage Shores. A lot of people may not have played your golf course if they're in the Ocean City area. If they're coming back and forth, they may or may not have. But it is an Arthur Hills designed golf course, a tremendous championship golf course, in a very vibrant community. It's really, I kind of look at it like a resort in Bridgeville, Delaware. You don't even have to leave the property to enjoy everything.
No, our ownership here at Brookfield Homes has done a tremendous job, whether it's the championship golf course, as you mentioned. We have three food and beverage outlets here, as well tennis courts, pickleball courts, indoor, outdoor pool, fitness center. Like you said, it's a one-stop shop for us, which is great for our residents here. And not to mention the golf course. We just received #1 public golf course this past year from Golf Pass. So very thrilled with the condition of the golf course and what it brings to the property here. Shout out to our superintendent Jordan Kolaski and his staff for the great job they do here for us as well with that.
And it is a plus 55 community, so I can certainly relate to that. And obviously, I've watched that community grow immensely over the years, and it's really a tribute to what you guys have done. Not only a great golf course, but also a great atmosphere at Heritage Shores.
Yeah, this will actually be my 20th season here, so I've seen it kind of from the beginning. And as you mentioned, I remember I was actually looking back some old pictures the other day. It certainly is night and day from where it's gone in 20 years and continue to grow. We still have about 800 more homes to go, so we're not done quite yet out here.
Well, as golfers, we're pretty simple creatures, and we like to, play a great golf course, which you've got at Heritage Shores, but we also like to eat good food. And I tell you what, you've got some restaurant options there on property that are second to none, and it's a great place to enjoy after you're around, for sure.
Yeah, we've got our main clubhouse, which holds our 1730 tavern and our Passoirs restaurant. More of country club, a little bit more upscale over there. Those we do weekly specials for our residents and guests, and they are open to the public. All of our facilities are when it comes to golf and food and beverage. And then we have our marketplace, which houses our golf shop, which a lot of our golfers go to. Call that our Sugar Beet Market. More grab and go, more handhelds, casual bar type of atmosphere over there with that restaurant.
And Brooks, you also host a number of events throughout the year. Obviously, you've got a beautiful clubhouse, so really any occasion is appropriate for hosting there at Heritage Shores.
Again, very fortunate with our property here. We host several charity events throughout the year. Our ballroom can see up to 350 people, so any type of event. And again, we have other our areas in the buildings as well too that can host anywhere from 40 people again up to the 350 that I just mentioned in our ballroom.
Well, Brooks, what's amazing? We've watched the community at Heritage Shores grow, but we've also watched the Eastern Shore grow. In Delaware, it seems now that you're right next to the beach because a lot of your residents there take advantage of the beach for sure. And obviously, you get a lot of golfers that are heading to Ocean City to play golf that stop on their way in or out of town. But it really just seems like a suburb of Rehoboth Beach, Bethany Beach, and Ocean City for sure. And I know a lot of people move there because of that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm born and raised in Western Sussex County, so I've lived here my whole life. It's hard. It's amazing to see kind of how the boom has happened here over the last couple of years. But we're a great in and out destination for the Ocean City, Rehoboth areas. Rail 404 intersection on Route 13. So again, great travel day if you're heading in to stop in and see us, or on your way out heading home, stop by and see us as well.
Yeah, if you want to go off campus from Heritage Shores, you've got a lot of options. That's for sure. And then the great thing about living there, and that sign in Bridgeville said, "If you lived here, you'd be home now." Well, the
Yeah.
great thing about that, I used to pass by that when I was headed to the beach, and it's amazing because if you want to go to one of the big cities, whether it's Baltimore, Washington, or Philly, you're very very close by as well. And I know a lot of the grandparents take advantage of that, and the parents when they live at Bridgeville in Bridgeville.
100%. Like I said, we are not too far away from all the major hubs as you just mentioned here. So it's easy travel for our residents here, for their families coming in town, vice versa from the beach areas. Like you said, I feel like we have a great location here to get to all of these different destinations.
Well, Brooks, I know one of your things that motivates you in the game of golf is growing the game. And I know teaching the game of golf is very important to you. You guys do a lot of clinics and a lot of teaching there as well. And you've got a great practice facility to work on.
We do. And, one of the things that we're really excited about with our practice area this past year, we introduced the Top Tracer driving range. So we have 15 units up on our driving range bay now. So basically 15 simulators out there that allows our professional staff here to teach. Again, shows you all the numbers that you need to have for club fittings. You can play games. You can play Pebble Beach up there. For our junior golfers, we have Angry Birds, other fun little games out there. So it's a great way, and it's been a great tool for us since we introduced that this past spring here. And as of right now, we're the only golf course in Delaware with the Top Tracer driving range.
Well, that's awesome. It's certainly a great way to work on your game, that's for sure. Any tips for the golfers this time of year? We got that snowy season as we talked about, and any options if they want to come out and work on their game during this time where they really can't go outside?
Well, I mean, again, it really depends upon the weather you have there. Like you said, if you're saying so, I would really focus on stretching this time of the year, just staying loose. If you do get the opportunity to play, just enjoy it out there. Don't worry about your score. Go out there, hit the ball, and have a good time.
That's some great advice for sure. I tell you what, let's take a quick break. We'll come back, talk about some great ideas for 2026 as we move ahead to the 2026 golf season and get the snow behind us. So stay with us.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Toyota is moving toward a more sustainable future by giving you the freedom to choose from an incredible lineup of trucks, now available in both gas and hybrid models, including the legendary Tacoma and powerful Tundra, both available with the iForce Max hybrid powertrain, and backed by Toyota's legendary reputation for reliability. More choices, less compromise. Visit buyatoyota.com for a great deal on an efficient Toyota today. Toyota, let's go places.
And welcome back to the Endless Golf Podcast presented by Toyota. Joining me today from Heritage Shores Golf Club is Brooks Massey. And Brooks, it's great to have you on the podcast talking a little bit about Heritage Shores. We talked about the community and all the activities there and all the amenities that you offer. And we talked about the fact that we're going to get a snowstorm, and that's going to put a damper on the golfing at Heritage Shores and everywhere on the Eastern Shore for a while. But looking ahead to 2026, I know one of the things that you take a lot of pride in is maintaining that great Arthur Hills design golf course. But as you move into the 2026 season, I know it's important to you to get the golf season kicked off right. And that really happens when that snow goes away. You guys will start booking those rounds and playing a lot of golf.
Yeah, like you said, it's hard to believe it's almost the end of January. The season, or I'll say our golf season, I guess, is right around the corner here, kind of starting in March for us. So we like to get everybody ready here. We'll start our spring clinics kind of the mid part of March, run those through April again to get everybody's games back up in shape for the season. But yeah, looking forward to some nice weather and some good golfing season for us this year.
What's amazing, as we're doing the podcast, the PGA show is happening in Orlando, and I know you've been there over the years, and I have as well. Not there this year, but that really seems to kick off the golf season. It gets you kind of excited. You see all the new technology, the new, the software, everything. A lot of different entities in golf now. Barstool, I saw, has a booth down there. So a lot of innovation, and a lot has changed over the years with the PGA show. That's for sure.
Yeah, like you said, the PGA show over the last 20 years has changed immensely. But like you said as well, it's always our kickoff. Everybody introduces their new equipment this time of the year. We were just on the phone with some of our club reps getting our fitting days lined up for the springtime as well to show those new products. Great time for a golf professional as well. All the new products starting to ship into the shop to get ready for the season. So like you said, PGA is kind of the unofficial kickoff for the golf professional to get ready for the season.
And if you're looking to make an equipment change, probably now is not a bad time to think about it and do it as you get back into golf. And in the off season, you can look at all the new stuff that's coming out. Get out there on the top tracer, hit some new clubs, get your distances right, and more importantly, get your swing right. That's a perfect time to kind of make some changes in your swing if you're going to get back into it. Maybe you forgot all your bad habits over the winter, and you can get back into it and get some good habits.
Definitely, starting fresh is never a bad thing. And like you said, we're very fortunate here with the top tracer technology that we can do a club fitting anytime here, looking at the numbers as well. Again, as I mentioned, we bring out the other manufacturers, Titleist, Callaway, TaylorMade to the worlds. They come out and do their fittings as well too. But our professional staff can also do that throughout the year, which is a great tool for us as well.
I feel like a lot of golfers don't utilize those fitting days. They think it's maybe for the better golfers, but really, I can tell you, even a 20, 25 handicap, just finding the right golf club that you have confidence in can make a huge difference to your game. So I would encourage the golfers to go out there and at least try it. What's the worst thing that happen? You go out and bang a few different golf clubs. They put some different shafts in the drivers, the 3-woods, whatever it may be, and you may actually find something that can really help you improve your game.
Definitely, and there's no pressure on those days, which is great. I mean, they're there to, again, like you said, try different equipment outfit out. We would love to get a purchase, but at the end of the day, you're not locked into that. And what I'll say too, on those fitting days, the amount of product they bring versus what we house in here is night and day. They have all the different
Great
shafts,
point.
the different heads. We obviously have equipment here, but we do not have the amount that they do. So those are great days to come out and check them out.
Absolutely. You can go through the lineup and figure out, what works best for you. It took me, I don't know, probably almost 3 years, believe it or not, to find the right 3-wood. And it's made a huge difference in my game. I almost gave up, but I didn't. And I found it, and it's a club that I can hit. And it was really just a matter of getting into the right club and the right shaft. And it's made it. I don't hit it perfect all the time, but I do. When I do hit it, it makes a difference. I can hit it further than I hit my other woods, and it has a little lower trajectory. And as we get older, we lose a little distance. So I needed that extra distance as well. The one thing that hasn't changed with me, and I talked to Buddy Sass about this the last time on the podcast, I cannot find a new driver. I've got this old M4 TaylorMade driver that I love, that I hit, and sometimes it's not the club, it's the guy holding that golf club or the girl holding that club, and I think in my case, that's a big factor.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's not everybody's built the same, not everybody swings the same way, so it is sometimes tough to get you into the right equipment there. I'm kind of the same way you are. I've had my driver shaft in my driver. Again, luckily we have the interchangeable shafts now. I've had it for 5 seasons. I just can't get away from the thing. They don't even make the shaft anymore, but I love it, and that's kind of what I've stuck with the last couple of years with that. But I would say the days of golfers just buying off the rack without the fittings are kind of going by the wayside. Now, it certainly still happens, but with all the technology, with all the fitting equipment now that the professionals or the fitters have when they come on property, again, I strongly encourage everybody just to try it out. Again, no pressure if they buy anything or not, but it gives you the right tools to become a better golfer at the end of the day.
That's a great point for sure. And before I let you go, I want to talk about your staff. I know you've got a staff that you're very proud of. They do a good job with not only the members but the customers. That's a unique situation because you've got your general public that comes and plays golf there, but then you also have a membership that's very vibrant, and you have to take care of both. And it's certainly a balancing act to do that, Brooks.
Yeah, semi-private facilities are, I think, the hardest to manage throughout the golf industry because, as you mentioned, we have our members, we have our residents that live here that we see on a daily basis. We also have our public folks, and balancing that sometimes can be tricky. And we try to accommodate both of those entities throughout the year and throughout the seasons. But we have a very, very active golfing membership here. We have 4 different golf associations. We have a 9 and 18-hole men's and ladies group here that plays throughout the week that we feel is an important part of our community, and that's why we have them out here and want to continue with that. But as I mentioned, we are open to the public, so we make sure we have tee times available, whether it's for the hotel package companies or just people living locally or coming through. We want to make sure everybody has a tee time here at Heritage Shores.
Yeah, and your staff does a good job of making obviously the members feel at home because it is their home golf course, but also making the golfers who come in, they're playing for the day, maybe they're on a package. It's important to make them feel welcome as well. So your staff always does a great job on that as well. Anything additional that you'd like to talk about before I let you go?
No, I think, like I said, I'm just looking forward to a great golfing season. I hope everybody stays warm this winter season, and March will be right around the corner for us.
Absolutely. Be careful shoveling the driveway. You're not hurting
That's
your
right.
back. All right. Get some young person to do that. All right. Well, Brooks Massey, it's always great to have you on the podcast. We'll see you next time right here on the Endless Golf Podcast. For Brooks Massey, I'm Bobby Vermillion. So long, everybody.
The Endless Golf Podcast has been brought to you by Toyota.